broke the law of our tribe when you brought your father to the Americans. It was their fiendish, unholy devil dust that made him sick, their medicine that killed him. For that, you must die.
Welcome to Cosmic Vinyl. Where else would you be? Welcome to the Cosmic Realm. I'm Cosmic Brian, your host. Man, I've got some of the coolest records I've ever shown in this episode today. This episode of Far Out Finds. What, you guys have never been here? The Far Out, well, let me show you again. It's a Far Out Finds video. You got it. Turn it down a little bit and get right in there. Maybe a little bit more. Man, I'm so glad you guys are here, man. Let's do this. All right, I have, as y'all know, I've moved down here to St. Louis, and I finally started to venture out and get me some little record store time down here. I have found some really good stores, and in those really cool, groovy stores, I found some really amazing music. And of course, I want to share it with all of you, all my people, all my cosmonauts out there who I appreciate. Everybody who watches, everybody who subs, everybody who comments. I appreciate all of you, and I love you guys, man. So, let's get into it. First record. This is going to be a lot of like garage, like revival stuff, like newer garage bands. Well, I shouldn't say newer, but newer than the 60s, if you know what I mean. So let's go with this first. Whoa! I'm so excited. I'm dropping stuff. This is the Chesterfield Kings. Now, this is released in 1985 on Mirror Records. These guys are a band out of Rochester, New York. They're named after... Do you guys remember the old cigarette, the old brand of cigarettes called Chesterfield Kings? They were a non-filtered smoke. I remember this girl I went with in high school. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit more. Actually, I went out with her for quite a long time. Her dad used to smoke the Chesterfields. When we'd run out of smokes, we'd like borrow a pack, like pilfer a pack from him. And they were just so bad. But anyway, the Chesterfield Kings, this is so good. These guys were very instrumental in sparking the garage rock revival movement of the 80s. And, I mean, look at these guys. They look like they could have been transplanted right out of the 60s garage movement, right? Check them out. But yeah, that garage revival of the 80s that had bands like the Marshmallow Overcoat, Fuzz Tones, and the Cynics, these guys were right at the head of that, the helm, if you will, of that movement. And here's the record here. And then the Mirror record label there. Pretty cool. These guys actually appeared as a club band in remember The Sopranos, with Tony Soprano? It was on HBO. They appeared in an episode as a club band. They played 2 of their songs on there. And I think it was like in season 5 in an episode. So I need to go back and check that out because I'd like to see those guys in it. But yeah, this is heavily influenced by like the 60s garage, like the Seeds, the Standells, but especially like the Blues Magoos. This is fantastic. Snotty vocals, heavy, heavy Hammond organ, 3-chord guitar goodness. This is fantastic. And look at that. It's a cool look, too. This is the Chesterfield Kings stop. Put that right there. And next, and I mean, this just gets better with as I show each album. Every one gets better and better. You guys are in for a treat. Yeah, this is the Satelliters. What's up with Timothy D? Still in the shrink. This was released in 1999 on Dionysus Records. Let's see if I can pull that out of there. Pretty cool label. Oops, upside down. Pretty cool label there. The Dionysus Records. Now these guys are a German garage rock band. And these guys pull off the authentic garage sound. And how do they do that? But they use like a vintage equipment, like from the bands like in the 60s, the garage bands in the 60s actually played. Actually the drummer, that's the drummer right there, Zoltan, he actually had his set was an exact replica of the drum kit that the drummer from the Music Machine played. You know the Music Machine, right? They were all black and they had the black sunglasses and the bobbed hair and you know I think they wore like one black glove or whatever. But yeah, the exact same replica of his drum kit. I think that's so amazing. Again, heavy Seeds, heavy like Standells type, and this is borderline sometimes on punk rock. It's so good. Great aggressive garage rock. They've got several releases. Let me see if I can give you guys a closer look there. Several albums, several singles. This is so damn good. If you guys like really want to get into some, you know, maybe you're tired of listening to the usual, your 60s, well, who would get tired of listening to their 60s garage rock, right? There's so much cool garage music that was released in the 80s and early 90s that could easily have been fit right in with the 60s garage stuff. Great stuff. The Satelliters. What's up with Timothy D? Great songs on this too. Love it. You can see a pattern, right? Pattern. Okay. Next up is the Vipers. The freaking Vipers. Check out this album cover. That cover art is just fantastic. This is called Out of the Nest. The Vipers. Look at that great font there that they use for their logo. Absolutely amazing stuff. I'll try and get you a little light so you can see there. But this is released in 1984 on Passport Records. Let's see if I can show you the record here, the label. The Passport label there, Out of the Nest with the Vipes. This is another New York City garage rock band. This is more garage punk, Paisley Underground, jangle pop, even a little psychedelic leanings on this one. This is fantastic. These guys are great musicians. Lots of poppy hooks. Like I said, some psych leanings. Great original songs on this, but they also do a cover of the Standells' Medication, and it is just so damn cool. I love it. These guys definitely borrow from the Byrds, the Beatles, the Trogs, and also the Sonics come to mind on some of the, let me get closer, on some of their tunes. But this is great. I highly recommend this. Just some great garage rock stuff. And that cover is just so amazing. Um, and next is what we're listening to here is the Witch Doctors. Now I gotta pull this out. These guys, this one's called Brain Machine. And these guys are out of South London. Now some of the guys in this band actually have been playing punk rock since the late 70s, when they were young punks. So they actually, experienced a lot of the punk movement. The Pistols, the Clash, the Damned, and these guys actually have played shows with bands like the Damned, the Flesh Tones, Question Mark and the Mysterians, Man or Astro Man. This is surf punk, rockabilly, garage rock, 60s psych out. This is so good. These guys just play aggressive, and it's heavy, and again, lots of organ. I absolutely love this. Let me show you. It also came with this cool 7-inch. Here's got the lyric sheet here that came with it. Some more pictures. I would show you the record too, but I'm going to show you the 7-inch instead. I just thought this was so cool that the 7-inch came with it. It's called Spaceship Girl on side A, and the other side is Eat My Eye. And the 7-inch is on this purple vinyl, which is amazing. This is great stuff. This comes out on One Louder Records, and the lots of like long jams. I mean, they just let it rip. I mean, sure, the vocals are killer and they're great punk vocals, but they just let it rip. I mean, they show their musical prowess as well. I mean, if you guys want to, if I had to describe this sound, it's a mesh of like B-movie horror, surf punk, comic books, tattooed bar bands, and hot rods, and I mean, that's the kind of feel you get from the Witch Doctors. This is so great. I found this down here, and I got such a great price. I think it was like $7. Love this. This is just rip-roaring punk rock right here with a 60s garage feel. I highly, highly recommend it. And then kind of shifting gears just a little bit is a little 90s alternative band. These guys are out of Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma to be exact. These are the Chainsaw Kittens. Now this was released in 1996 on the Scratchy Records label. I know, what a crazy name for a record label. And the barely legible lyrics written here on the gatefold. This is an actual speedway, I believe, that's in Oklahoma. And there's a song about the speedway on the record. But this is, like I said, this is a Norman, Oklahoma alt-rock band led by the legendary Tyson Mead. Their heyday was in the 90s during the incredible alt-rock, like grunge rock scene. This isn't grunge, but this is that kind of quirky alt-rock that you sometimes hear with bands like Trippin' Daisy, Flaming Lips, that they could fit into that genre. This is probably the biggest and best band of the alt-rock, indie rock movement of the 90s that didn't make it big. These guys are so great. This is their 4th studio album. It's got some jangle pop melodies to it, maybe some leanings of some glam rock in it a little bit, quirky, catchy tunes, boisterous, frustrated lyrics, explosive, dizzying, and super satisfying. This is so great. Let me show you the vinyl too. There's some cool piano work on here. There's some cello, the Moog synth. It's got like a red, deep red vinyl here on the custom label. These guys definitely show their influences of like the Sparks, Cheap Trick, Bowie, Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy and the Stooges, Alice Cooper, Cars, the Pistols. I mean, you can throw a little bit of everything at this. I love this so much. This is just a really killer 90s indie rock. And one of my favorite musicians, one of my favorite bands, is Steve Droz from the Flaming Lips. He plays piano in at least one song on this. And if you love the Lips, if you love Tripping Daisy and some of those quirkier, jangly, glammy type, like Space Hog, or bands like that, you'll love this Chainsaw Kittens album. Absolutely amazing. I highly recommend that as well. Now, I've been blessed enough since I moved down here to St. Louis to have some people down here, or some people around the YouTube vinyl community that have been so gracious to send me some VCLT, just to kind of, as maybe housewarming or whatever. Mazzy found out I didn't have any. I had no Grateful Dead in my collection. I never got it at first, but I kind of get it now. And so Mazzy sent me this Grateful Dead. This is Anthem of the Sun. Absolutely amazing. Brand new release here. Just so good. And he also sent me this this Grateful Dead album here. It's just so killer. Look at that communal picture on the back there. Great song. Oh my God, I don't have my glasses on. But he led me to listen to Cosmic Charlie. Absolutely killer song. This is so great. Mazzy, I appreciated this so much. One thing I can say about the Grateful Dead is their cover art is unmatched. I mean, some of it looks really psychedelic. Some of it, I've seen some of their albums even look a little like metal. So, but I love that, and I love you, Mazzy, for doing that. Also got this Jane's Addiction in the mail from Brian over at Shamrock Records. Check out his channel. This I think he sent this out like a month ago. This is the Rhino release of Jane's Addiction, Nothing Shocking. This was one of my favorite albums back in the 90s. I absolutely adored this. I listened to this until the wheels fell off. Look at that young Dave Navarro right there, if you can see him. It's just so crazy. And then Perry Farrell there too. This is just a great, mountain song. Jane Says, Ocean Size. Oh my God. Brian, I really appreciate this. It was a month. It took a month to get here, but it finally showed up at 7 p.m. last night at my door. How crazy is that? And then the wonderful Bill Young over at Michigan Record Club. He actually, here, I'm going to grab this real quick. Sent me this Michigan Record Club t-shirt. Check that out. So killer, right? I love that. Man, I don't know if this means I'm part of the Michigan Record Club or not, but I will wear that on a video just to support Bill's channel. You guys all know Bill Young, Michigan Record Club, his channel. He has an amazing collection. He is an absolutely amazing person. Bill, I love you, brother. You are so killer. He actually threw in this Tokyo Blade record as well. Little Nuwabum. And this guitar player, Andy Bolton, he absolutely shreds. He is one of the best guitar players I think I've ever heard. But yeah, this is so great with the t-shirt and the record. I really appreciate that, Bill. And then I didn't show, I've had this for months. I think I got this Dots and Loops t-shirt. I think I won in some contest that Dan at Dots and Loops did. And another t-shirt that I will wear proudly in a video to support Dan's channel. Dan is like the preemptive psychedelic collector. Does a live stream every once in a while on Saturdays and Sunday. It plays some amazing psychedelic music. Absolutely killer fella, and absolutely one of the OGs of the vinyl community. And then I got this Ramones t-shirt from my daughter, or my daughters and my wife. We've actually been so busy with the move, we didn't even have time to do Christmas or have the money to do Christmas. So we had our Christmas this past weekend. They got me this Ramones t-shirt, and I just love my girls, and they couldn't, even if they didn't give me anything, I would have been totally happy to see the look on their faces of what they got. So, yeah. Hey, I'm taking this show public to Denver this weekend. I'll shoot a I'm going to go to some Denver record stores. I'll shoot a video while I'm there and post it. Hopefully, I wish I knew some VC members in Denver. I'd hook up with them. So if you know anybody, man, hit me at the comment section. But I'm gonna cut this off, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cosmic Vinyl. You know, hit me up in the comment section. I'd love to answer everybody's comments. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you want. Hit the hate button if you want. But anyway, whatever you do, just stay cosmic. Peace. I love ya.
It's Cosmic Vinyl.